Incredible greetings! Incredible greetings! Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live with the professor. I am Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365. We are the home of the Honestly Speaking brand of products. We carry the absolute best sublimation paper, Sublimation ink. We also teach you guys how to design. My primary program of choice is Silhouette Studio, but we also do some teachings in Photoshop and things of that nature. So today, as you can see from the screen, we are going to do teaching from Silhouette Studio. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I had to I was checking audio. So as you can see, we are going to do a quick and easy like Tumbler design. I'm going to use 4 elements. It's based off of a question that someone posed in a group. So you don't have to do anything like too major. So I'm going to share with you guys how you can do that in Silhouette Studio, which is a free software. Silhouette Studio is free to download. You don't have to have a machine. You can use it to design for sublimation. I was just speaking with someone, sublimation, embroidery, if you are designing for, like, if you have a, what is it, she has the goodness UV printer, laser print, like you can create your SVGs for laser printing. You can do all of that from Silhouette Studio. Now you do have to have like business edition to save a lot of files like as SVGs, but there is a way to do it kind of like from a free standpoint, which we have videos on it. But at its core, Silhouette Studio allows for so many creative like outlets and different things like that. And I love teaching it. This is not a sponsored video. I just happen to absolutely love the software and teaching it because it's great for beginners because it's free. So you can learn without having to invest a lot of money into it. So this is what we're going to do today. Just give me one moment to just share this out real quick, and then we're going to get started. As we are waiting and I'm setting this up to share it out, let me know where you guys are watching from. Let me know if you are already using Silhouette Studio, if you're new to, if you've been using it for a while. Let me know if you didn't even know that you could do all of these things in Silhouette Studio without having the machine. I just want to know who all is here. Who all is in the room right now. Okay. So let me just go ahead, share this out real quick to my groups. All right, so copy, select all. We're going to copy that, and then we're going to post it. All right, what's the design app again? So it's not necessarily an app. You do have to have, you have to put this on a computer system. So whether you have a Windows system or a Mac system, it has to be on a computer. You cannot use web-based computers like the Google Chrome. But this is called Silhouette Studio. Silhouette Studio. It is the software that's used to control the Cameo, Portrait, Curio, Mint machines, but you can use it as a standalone software as well. Okay. All right, we are all shared out. It is time to get to the tutorial. All right, So as you guys can see, this is the question that was posed in a group. They wanted to know, how can you change the background on this? So they said, so it's not just white, but in this image, it actually comes in where it has a gray background. So you have to be able to remove that. If you have the newer versions of Silhouette Studio, there is like an automatic PNG trace, but this is not a PNG. It has a colored background on it. So we're going to have to do a trace. And in this case, a trace and detach. All right. So I'm going to just get rid of that. And here we are. These are the elements that we're going to use. So we're going to create this Tumbler design with basically 4 elements. The original image that came from the post. We're going to have a background, which you can go to Google and get them. I have a subscription with PNG Tree. And then, so I got the background and the snow cap from that. And then we have what's called fade bars on our website, which are just like brush strokes of different colors, and you can use those. So I'm just using that at the bottom to kind of create this white, like faded effect in Silhouette Studio. So while you cannot create fades, you can kind of camouflage and put what's like an overlay over certain things and give it different effects. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hello, incredible greetings. How are you guys doing? Thank you for watching from Georgia. You have some of the most beautiful designs. Oh, thank you. And this, like, I did not stress this one. I can stress over designs a lot. Like, I'm always wanting it to be perfect when I'm doing tutorials. So I just kind of took what she said. She said she wanted something light blue. So you guys saw in the thumbnail, there was a version that just kind of had a blue background on it. So you can do that. So I did not overthink this. I looked at Grinch. He had on a winter coat. So I just like look for winter backgrounds, and that was it. So I did not overthink it. And the fact that that you're confident, you feel like it's a beautiful design, that should let us know to stop overthinking it and thinking that it has to have all of these different elements to it. So I thank you for that, because I was over here stressing because I'm used to stressing over design. So it's good to know that, when I was just chilled, people are still appreciate design. My mom said the same thing too. She was like, "Oh, I absolutely love it." So first, how did you get the image on the screen? Great question. See, I like questions like that. We are going to go over questions such as that. Okay, so we're going to do start to finish. All right. Hello. Your colors are always so perfect and vibrant. Well, that one is more like none of this was actually printed out or pressed. Although I might make a tumbler and then give it away. I'll probably do that in a little bit later. Take this design and actually put it on a tumbler. That way you guys can see the results and vibrancy of our paper and our ink. So I probably will do that. Not on this live. We're just going to focus on the design part, but I will probably turn this into an actual print. Thank you for joining from Miami. We are in sunny South Florida as well. Miami Gardens. Hello. Someone else from Atlanta. Indiana. I've been watching you for quite a while. Always so helpful. I visited Italy with my daughter. Was stationed there with the U.S. Air Force. Yes, I was actually stationed. I was in the Air Force as well. St. Thomas. I have Silhouette, but I need to learn lots more. Where you are in the right place to learn more. Never knew that you could do that and get the fade effect. Yes, we have those. Okay. Let's see. Cold, hot Atlanta. Hey. All right. So let's get into this. So bringing in images into Silhouette Studio is really, really easy. You can either go over to the top. So I'm going to try and get this where you guys can see. So you can click at the top and go file. You can open it and it will open up in its own separate file. And then you have to like copy and paste to move it all around. Or if you already have, like, you're already working on something, you can go file, merge, and then you would select your file. So I'm just going to bring in this same one, or just going to really just pick anything. So I'm just going to go here and I'm just going to find an image. I'm going to open up this one because it looks like the Dolphins are going to win. So we'll have a discount on the site after the game is done over, as well at like on paper. This is the old one, but it'll also be on the Essentials to Silhouette Studio as well as Essentials to Photoshop. They will also be on sale, but you can see, you just bring that in. So file merge or file open. In this case, what I did was I went to the post. So you can go into like something from Google. You can go into like the Facebook post. I'm going to try and find the post, like the original post, because I think the person just commented on it. All right. So let's say I bring this over here, right? So I'm able to right click and choose copy image and then paste. So that's all you would have to do for that to bring it in. So there's a lot of different ways to bring in an image into Silhouette Studio. So for the background and the snow cap, I downloaded it and I just drag and drop. So you can drag and drop, or you can go file open. Let me show you guys how to do that also. So I'm going to come here and we're just going to drag and drop. I'm going to click on this image. You can see it moving. I'm going to come down here to the silhouette icon. It's going to bring up this and we're going to drop it in. Boom. That's how you do that. Okay. All right. So to remove the background, there are several programs that have background removers. In Silhouette Studio, in order to remove the background, especially on something like this that is just a solid image, we use what's called trace and detach. Now, other ones that are like kind of complicated, you may need to use remove.bg, like that website, or go into different programs that have like automatic background removers. Silhouette Studio does not have one. They only have one if you have a solid image or solid color or something that's not too complicated in the background. So what you would use is your trace tool. On your trace tool, you're going to go select trace area, place your box around it. It doesn't have to go around the entire box. I just need to focus on the image. In this case, the edges of it, they are all like solid black. You don't have to fill it all in. As long as all of the edges are masked in yellow, you are able to simply hit trace and detach. And it's going to look like nothing has changed. But what it has done is separated wherever that edge is from the background. So I can click on this and move it, and you'll see there's a big old hole there. I can delete this, and I'm left with this without the background. So now I can put this on any color background, and I can do this as a print and cut. I can set this up for sublimation. Now the possibilities are truly endless in what you can do with this file. Now that you've removed that gray or that solid white background, you can now change it. So that's the most important part to Destiny's question, is how do you make it to where you can put a different background behind it? You do a trace and detach, and you're now creating a transparent outline around it. Okay. Now, for tumblers, it is going to be best that you measure your tumbler so that you get the right size. For me personally, if I can get someone to type this in the comment section, once I measure my tumbler, the height of it and going around, and you have that number, I add on 0.1 or 0.15. So if the height was, like in my case, my tumbler measures 8 inches in height. So I make my template 8.15. I like to have a little bit extra because it does kind of curve around the bottom. When I measure around it, the one that I have, it measures 9.25. So my template is 9.35. If my tumbler measured all the way around, let's say just 9 inches, my template would be 9.1. You want to have that little bit of extra so that you have that overlap and you don't end up with that white line on the back side of it. Okay. So for me, in the tumblers that I use, which are from Johnson's Plastics Plus, you can use my code 9PKD6, 9PKD6. That will get you 15% off of your items. Okay. So I'm going to go to my rectangle tool, which is located on the left-hand side. You're going to click on draw rectangle and just throw a random side, like just throw a random one there. All right. You are then going to come up to the top where it says width. You want to make sure that the lock is not, it's unlocked, it's not engaged. Okay. You want that to be unlocked. For the width, I'm going to make it, if anybody wants to type out for anyone else, in case that question comes up, what my measurements are for the tumblers that I use, okay? I use 9.35. You're going to tab over and you're going to put 8.15 and then hit enter on your keyboard. You're going to see that's going to jump. This is my tumbler, like a basic tumbler template. I do have templates available where I've already set it up where you'll know like the exact center and like what's to the right, left, and things like that. That's available on our website. So now this is, how this is. With bringing them in, there's a couple different ways that I can fill this in. You can actually drag and drop right into certain shapes. So if I come back over here to my downloads, here is that blue, like snowy background. I'm going to click on that, drag it over to the silhouette icon. When I bring my mouse back up, I'm going to come right to my box, boom, let it go. It's going to drop right in there. So that's another way to bring things in. Or if you already have it open, you would come over here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. We make it just a tad bit bigger than the box. You want it to go outside of it a little bit. Then you're going to select it and go over to modify. And you're going to crop. And that's going to fit in there as well. The last possible way to bring it in, if you have Designer Edition or above, you have what's called it's called your properties dropper. So I'm just going to bring this back in over here. And we're going to fill this with no color. All right. So if you have Designer Edition, Designer Edition Plus or Business Edition, you have what's called your properties dropper. So you see this right here. I'm going to click on my my template. I'm going to go to my properties dropper, which is the last icon on the left-hand side. Hover my mouse over, you guys can see it's right here. Hover my mouse over this and it's going to fill in. So there's more than one way to do this. All right. So now that we have that, our snow cap right here, I'm going to right click and bring that to the front. Okay. And then I can line it up right here in the corner. And the way that this design is not something where like it really matters or you're going to be able to tell like if it's squished. All my students know I never recommend distorting a file. So like, let's say if I bring this to right here, I could take the bottom part and push it up. And this is just a random shape, so it doesn't really matter. So you can do it that way, or you can like size it down. It's a bunch of different ways that you can size it. For this one, I'm not going to stress too much. Normally, I'm stressing. Like I overthink it. I'm not even going to lie. So I'm going to just make this 9.35 so I know it's the same width. Oops, wrong one. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in my Grinch. So I'm going to bring him up here. He's behind it right now. I'm going to bring it to the front. So right click, bring it to the front, size him down, kind of get like the roundabout area that I want it to be. All right. I did not like the just straight cut off, which is not a bad thing. I could make him to where he's really, really big and he's going to look like his body is just flowing off of the bottom edge of the tumbler. So I could have done it that way. And that allows me to make the Grinch a little bit bigger. But I'm going to keep them fairly like a little bit smaller, but I want to mask this part off. You cannot fade in Silhouette Studio, but we have some things called fade bars, which are available on our website. If you go up to Essentials and you scroll down, you will see the PNG fade mask. I don't know why I put mask. I'm going to change that thumbnail. And it's just color block, like it's just different color blobs. I have them saved in my library. So I'm going to go to libraries. We see our fades here. I'm going to click on the one that I want, and I'm going to merge white fade. Make sure you don't have something selected. See that little boo-boo there? So I'm going to undo, click off, go back to my library, and merge white fade. It's here somewhere. There we go. All right. So I'm going to just, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm going to stretch this out. Okay. And I'm going to send it to the back. I'm now going to drag and select my template. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste in front, but I need it to be solid. And there's technically two different things there. So I'm going to weld it so that it becomes one. And just so you guys see, the original is still there. This is now just one solid piece. I'm going to undo that. You don't want any color in it. I just put color there so you guys can see what it was that I did. But I want to go to no color. So on my fill, this first one right here means no color. I want to click on that. Make sure it's still selected. I'm going to hold down Shift on my keyboard. I'm going to click on that fade. And we're going to bring our modify panel, open that back up if it closed, and you're going to click on crop. That's going to bring that to the front, and it's going to give the illusion like it's faded. Now, I think it's a little bit too high for me, so I am going to shrink it down some to about there. And I also want, now my Grinch can be in front of the snow cap or he can be behind it. So I'm going to click on the snow cap and I'm going to right click and bring it to the front. And now it's like that little piece is in front of him. I really want my snow cap to kind of come down a little bit more. But now I have all these extra pieces here. So I'm just going to, there's no crop, like a true, like, and if you go like to certain programs, you'll go to crop and it's like just a little line and you just move it up and it'll get rid of it. Well, if you just do that here, it's going to shrink it back down. So I'm going to double click, hold down Shift, select my edit points, and I'm just going to tab up until it's within the template so I can still keep my snow cap kind of long. And now I can add text to this. I can add a logo, I can add a name, whatever it is that you want to add to it, like in this area, you can do that. So that's a quick and easy way to create a custom design in Silhouette Studio. All right. The link to so if you just go to our website, the link for our website is in the description of the video. HSINK365.com. Just go up to Essentials and you'll be able to find the fade bars there, and also check out everything else that is on our website. I like the ease of adding images to the Silhouette workspace. I need that. Hello, hello. All right, any other questions before I log off? Destiny, if you are on, hopefully this was helpful for you. Let me know if it was, whether you do it on this post or on your original post. I would love to see what you end up coming up with. You can just do a search on Google for different backgrounds. I also like to use, like I said, PNG Tree, Creative Fabrica, Design Bundles to just find various backgrounds. The fade bars are on our website. If you click on the icon and you click on my name, you'll see a link that will go to our link tree, but it's also at the top. So that website, we see where it says Unlock Your Creativity with Shakia the Professor. That website will also, that's where you're going to find the fade bar option. So you can take a screenshot of the screen. That way, you know what our website is. Once you go over to our website, go to essentials or just type in search fade bars or fade mask. And you're looking for this icon right here. And that's where you're going to find them. There's a couple different, like we pre-made the colors, but there are ways to change the colors and stuff like that too, which we have different videos on. Thank you, Rhonda. She says, your fade bars are the truth. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do. Love the fade. Awesome, awesome. All right, let me do something real quick. Let me check this score. I don't really think they're going to come back. We were up like 30 something to 7 last time I checked. It's 45. Oh, it's final. All right, the game is over, which means right now I'm about to go onto our website. I'm about to activate the discount code FINSWIN. It's good. It's going to be valid until 11:59 tomorrow evening, because it's always technically like the day after the Dolphin win. So it'll be active from now until 11:59 p.m. You'll get 23% off. Don't wait. So many people are like, oh, they'll see it. Okay, I'm going to go back because I have some time. And then next thing you know, it's Tuesday and you no longer have the discount. So let me go and activate that right now until 12/4. Until 12/4, 11:59. Save. It is now active, and it is valid on all of our 8.5 by 14, 11 and 11 by 17, fast dry and tacky, as well as Essentials to Silhouette Studio, Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days, and our Essentials to Photoshop trainings. You'll get 23% off on all of those items on our website now that the Dolphins have officially won 45-15. All right. All right, y'all. All right. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.